Night falls, and the lights stand bright against the incoming fury of wind and sea. This is a night no one will soon forget. At 10:20 p.m., Hugo makes landfall at the Isle of Palms north of Charleston with sustained winds of 135 miles per hour. Hurricane-force winds extend northward for 200 miles. Homes are lost, lives uprooted as the skies rip open, tearing across the landscape. For the first time in the history of Santee Cooper, there is a complete blackout as 2/3 of the state loses electrical power.
Matiba's out. SC&G, the favorite place tower, is out. Jeffers to Pondwood, 115's out. Allen to Pond, we just got, the list just keeps growing right now.
Heavy control, Bobby.
The whole complex is out.
Whole complex.
But I didn't know there was a transformer down there, but there was a ball of fire came out of it, lit the whole road up.
Okay.
Because I don't think there's going to be anything left.
We have no generation on our system.
Okay.
We are absolutely dead.
All right.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared. Everybody else is out of power too.
Scared, though.
The dawn of September 22nd brought a vision of destruction unseen in the history of South Carolina. Miles of coastline washed away. Homes simply disappeared. Acres upon acres of timberland crushed flat. The first order of business is to get the electric utilities back on their feet. Without this vital service, water and sewer, communications, and other essential services simply do not work. A well-laid preparedness plan locks into action as standby utility crews arrive from neighboring states. Military help arrives to protect damaged areas, ensure public safety, and allow energy crews to work as efficiently as possible. The Red Cross and other volunteer services arrive, bringing food and water. At the Santee Cooper headquarters in Monk's Corner, workers literally have to chainsaw their way out to assess the damage and begin rebuilding. Early estimates report that much of the transmission system and nearly all of the distribution lines are dead on the ground. The major problem of restoration is threefold. First, simply getting to stricken areas through mud and debris so that damages could be assessed and priorities established. Second, rebuilding transmission and distribution lines and repairing substations. And finally, re-energizing the entire system. What happened here and what comes next is a story of unbending determination, perseverance, and round-the-clock organization. In the days that follow that nightmare evening, line crews, contract workers, engineers, and management will work incredible hours against the damage of Hugo. Santee Cooper line crews are out inspecting and assessing damage long before the winds of Hugo have subsided. By 5 a.m. Friday morning, crews with chainsaws have cleared the main access roads. The utility concentrates on restoring power to such vital services as water and sewer, city and county emergency operations, and persons who depend on electrically operated life support equipment. Full restoration to all Santee Cooper customers is expected to take at least a month. 75,000 of the system's 89,000 retail customers are in the Grand Strand area. Most are spared the full fury of the storm, yet there is considerable damage to the ocean front. For the moment, the utility doesn't have to worry about repairing lines to one 30-mile stretch of beach. Many of the homes no longer stand where they once did. On Friday, September 22nd, the fleets come rolling in from Georgia, Tennessee, Virginia, North Carolina, and Florida. Convoys of bucket trucks, line trucks, material trucks and trailers bring much-needed equipment and supplies. In time, over 300 workers will arrive from surrounding states to help piece Santee Cooper's service area back together. The crews work relentlessly, day and night, sometimes by flashlight to get the job done. Some going as many as 36 hours on and 8 hours off.
This is the worst we've ever seen. We expected to spend a couple nights and go back home. This is the 11th day.
Support for the work crews is to create another problem for the staff and management of Santee Cooper. By Friday morning, 150 workers from Georgia Power have arrived to play their vital roles in getting the power back up. Food and shelter for them have to be provided. Logistical support comes from local restaurants hooked up to generators, enabling them to provide food for the line workers. Shelter is provided by area motels, churches, and gymnasiums. Getting laundry done for the large workforce becomes a major daily accomplishment for the employee volunteers. In some cases, area residents offer their homes and volunteer to do the workers' laundry. Others are put up at the utility's main office auditorium, the employee recreation facility, and the Jeffries generating station, soon to be known as the Hydro Hilton. The men and women of Santee Cooper began working as never before to bring the system back to life. Many without power for their homes or families, they put their personal worries behind them for the benefit of their friends, neighbors, and communities. Job descriptions change as often as new challenges arrive.
In the last couple of days, we've done everything from picking up and distributing mattresses for incoming line crews from other states to working on chainsaw crews to clear right-of-way for the transmission lines. And, of course, 4-year degree to pump gas.
We've seen the auditor helping out, clean up the upstairs operations center. We've seen engineers that are normally inside, outside running chainsaws, working with their people that are out in the field. They've been out there with them.
The job of putting a grid back together requires a very well thought out and methodical plan.
It was like someone took a giant jigsaw puzzle, throwed it on the floor, and you just had to start from square one. You had to pick the pieces out, you had to make the pieces fit, and you had to try to put every piece in so it would fit and make it work out together.